This highly original artist only paints cows. Nothing strange about that, you may say, but while his subjects are commonplace, his materials are not. He only ever paints with cow dung. An extraordinary artist in an ordinary place, that's Michel Vienco. He's not off to do a religious painting, he's just going to his studio, a deconstructed church that he's completely redecorated.
Ici, je suis dans ma petite sacristie.
This here is the little church vestry. It's where I work most of the time, but today I'm going out. I'm going to paint my favorite subjects. Everything I need for my painting is in the countryside. My paint box is empty, as you can see. Michel's paint box is completely empty because he hasn't been using paint for many years. He's developed a technique that is both natural and unusual, and you will see that his technique is closely linked to his favorite subject, because Michel has an obsession. He's totally devoted to the Charolais cow. There you are. She's working for me. I gotta go. I'm off to pick up my raw materials. There's a lovely one there. Two, in fact. Now, time for a test run. Like all artists, Michel is very choosy about his colors, so he sets off in search of the perfect cow pie. With experience, he can now get the colors he wants, whatever the season. Ah, this one is just right. I don't know what she's been eating, but it's very pretty. Now I need this. That's lovely cow dung, straight from the tube, you might say. Ready to use, nothing to add. I'm going to paint the cow with its own dung. It's a fine-tuned mixture of dung and water, similar to watercolors that he's called aquabousse, French for aqua dung. An unsettling experience for some of the cows unused to so much attention. Michel puts 3 or 4 different shades on his palette, some warm, some cool. He can then reproduce his models on paper with a whiff of a certain something. It's a bit like working backwards, back to nature. And for the final touch, it's back to nature again, flower petals, but these have not come out of the back of a cow. Now this is where it can all go wrong because there's a knack to getting the shape of the muzzle. There we go. Beautiful. It all started one fine summer's day in a field with a cow. Michel had forgotten his paint, so he decided to use what came to hand, a fresh cow pie and some blackberries. At Semur-en-Auxois, near Dijon, Michel's work sells well. Its originality attracts the buyers. And the public knows what paint he uses. The list of ingredients is marked on the paintings, which sell at 80 to 230 euros each, depending on the size and frame. It's true that I'm selling poop, but there are enough artists around who turn paint into poop for me to try in all innocence to turn poop into paint. I'm the cow dung Picasso. His admirers often wonder what he would use to paint human models. If I had to paint people with their own excrement, I think I would change jobs. As you can clearly see, the artist has gone quite mad. Too much inspiration. Poor fellow.